Hello and welcome everybody to my money making guide for the new players on NearReality. I've been PM'd and gotten inboxed a lot on YouTube of people asking me, how did you start off? How did you make your money? So this guide is going to show you what to do. So once you get your stats maxed out, and at least 43 prayer, and this is what you're going to really have, and possibly magic short bow, just don't have one in my bank. Darok, glory, and shit. That's really all you're gonna have. So, and your 15 mil. So, if you do not have your 43 prayer yet, you want to go to train, your Darok, whip, and shit. And what you want to do is just kill the hobgoblins, pick up the bones, and bury them. And hobgoblins, so just pick them up, bury them, and there you go. Once you get 43 prayer, you can either decide to stay here and just hope to get the 200k cash drops and all the limpwort drops. So if you get limpworts, all you do is you put them right here in your inventory, the spot, and you go to the general store because you get 50 at a time. Stuff like 2.5k each, I think. So they're decent profit on top of the 200k cash, which I am unable to get right now. But so all you do, you just spam click here, and then there should just be the sell option right there, and just some non-stop just spam clicking like that, and you'll be able to sell all your limpworts immediately. So after you sell your 43 prayer and hopefully a couple cash drops. So next what you want to do is, well, this is just if, let's just start with this, but this is going to be split up into 4 sections. This is the PVM section. So to get that, you can go to Barrows if you want to, and up here and kill Darok. Put on Premium in your best stats. I have Turmoil since I'm maxed. Since you have Darok, you want him to hit you down low, and then once you're low, you can just pull out the axe, put on Premium and just kill him. So Darok will drop cash, I think it's 2 mil sometimes, and Darok parts you can easily sell at trade for about 1 mil each. And the full set you can sell really fast for like 4 mil. So that's all there is really to PVMing, and that's just, these are just like the small monsters. Like you can go, and there's a bunch of non-donator bosses that people go to kill. Like let's see, what's non-donator? We got Bork. Almost all bosses are non-donator, but a lot of them are wild and deep wild, so they're hard to get to because there's just so many PKers that run through there, like Corp. And especially with Corp, if you're using a decent item, you have the risk of somebody coming along and killing you if you get an antique lamp drop and you lose your item because the lamp protects over it. So I'm going to show a couple non-wild PVM spots. One good one is, it's Ramernaut, but that's, I think, down in the Brimhaven dungeon where the Iron and Steel Dragons are on RuneScape. And you kill him, and he will drop stuff like, what does he drop? I think it's Primal Maul and a CCB. But first off, this is for Bork. So what you do, you teleport to Camelot and run east. I also have my low HP with the Darok, so there's gonna be a lot of mage and rangers here because you can just forecast everything. So yeah, there's a couple people here. You just want to kill Bork, and who kills me instantly, but he drops primal kites and stuff. Primal kite, Promethean kite. So that's decent money if you get one. And then if you go to Taverley and run north, and then east, and then go through this little prison door. I think the monsters in here drop. What's this? Oh, click the thing above it. I think these things drop arcane pulse necklaces and gravite staffs, which you're able to sell pretty well. Yeah, then I will be right back once I get to the Brimhaven dungeon for you guys. You can just type Brimhaven and teleports you into here. Nope, wrong way. Yeah, so I think this guide might be split up into sections because it's going over somewhat in depth of this, and I don't know where I'm going, so guess just do this. Oh, that automatically takes you over. Alright. So what you do is you just run south. There's gonna be moss giants in here. Where am I going? I haven't came through here in the longest time. And keep going south. I think there's fire giants. Yep. Fire giants here. Just ignore everything in here. Shit. Do you need an axe? Nope, don't need an axe. That's good. Keep coming. Just click chop vines, you'll run through, and what do we get here? Black demons. Alright. Alright. And in here, you get a door. It's a large door. Steel and iron dragons, which I believe each drop visages. And then you got your little section of Ramonauts right here. Let's see if you can Darrock these. Not really, so probably the best would be just a mage and Farcast with them with barrage and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to PVM. One thing that you're going to want for PVM is a Ring of Wealth. You should be able to buy those for about 1 mil in trade. People are always selling them, so they're easy to buy. And I believe those increase your drop rates by 15% for items. And also, if you want to spend either 30 bill and RGP or donate for one with your money, and like some cash money, you can buy yourself a drop rate pin, which also increases drops by 15% and will stack with your Ring of Wealth. So that's all there is to PVM, really. I'm about to die, so let's skip ahead into the next section. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this next part is merchanting, or merching, whatever you want to call it. So all merchanting really is just buy low, sell high. So like, let's see, this guy's buying Power Cape 65 mil, and he could easily just flip them for 70. Good items to merch would be like clue scrolls. Lamps are decent if you can get them. Buy them like 40 mil, sell them 50 mil. Bigger items like AGSs I know are good. Chaotics are decent merching. Stuff like that's good. When you get real high up, like claws you can flip for a bunch of money. And I'm not really sure on like the big rares that are like 100 bill plus, like Black Party Ice and stuff. I'm pretty sure you can merch those for some nice cash. But another really fast way of making money is buying clue scrolls for maybe 3 to 4 mil each here. And once you buy a clue scroll, you just go do it, dig it up, and don't open the casket unless you really want to. It should just be a waste of your money. And you can go and come back to trade and sell the casket for about 7 to 8 mil, so you're making 3 to 4 mil a clue scroll depending on how much you bought it for. And to find out the clues, what you can do is type in wiki clue scroll. Not really sure if there's a space for this. Let's see if this works. Yeah. I'm sorry, the screen recorder's not really working, but that's all you do. Just go to wiki clue scroll and then just scroll through and it shows you all the locations. So that's all there is for that. That's pretty much all it is merching. Just buy low, sell high, make some decent money off that. So I don't have any clips of that. I'll try to get one, put it in at the end of the video. So like here's somebody selling caskets 8 mil each. No one's here is buying clues, but so that's pretty much what all there is to merching, and so that's the second one out of 4. Alright guys, so the third source of money is PKing, which we're gonna do. So I advise you guys to make some money before you come PKing, because you need to get like D-boots, the barrels, gloves, a fire cape at least. Ooh. Oh, what the hell? I thought I was gonna swing. Maybe not. And you always want a decent spec weapon PKing. I mean, there is a lot of Darakers that will go out and use like a G-Maul, which I have used before, and it's really good. And it's nice and cheap. I mean, you can also use stuff for a better primary, like a Primal 2-hand, a Chaotic Maul, each which are really, really powerful. There's not really much else to PKing, except when you get a kill, you get PK points. Come on, don't lag. But yeah, with PK points at home, you can exchange them for items. Alright guys, sorry about that. My brother just busted in. I stopped the recording for a second. But what I was saying about the PK points is whenever you kill somebody, you get, I think it's like 400 PK points, 400 or 500 PK points. And what you do is you can come home and you can also get a chance to get in like statues and stuff. You can trade in Mandrith for ship tickets and able to sell those. But this is the PK point shop, and these items are extremely expensive. I'd say the only thing in this PK point shop to be worth buying would be these claws. It's 50,000 PK points, and they're 40 bill in items, or like 1.3 bill cash. So like if you go and you're like, oh hey, let's buy this Bando set. So that's going to cost you 15,000 PK points and only be a total of like 200 mil cash. So it's not worth it, in my opinion, to buy that or buy like a B-ring eye for 12k PK points either, because even though it's always kept on death and it's like 8+ strength or 12, yeah, it's 8, it's only like 100 mil cash. There's no point in it. So you want to save up your PK points for claws. Nothing else in here is really worth buying. These used to be worth it, but each of their prices dropped like a rock. And then with your ship tickets, you can buy stuff like this, just trash. You can buy these. You can also do ship ticket merching, which I should have talked about in the last part, but like I used to buy ship tickets for like 500k each. Second, I got 300 of them. I would have spent 150 mil, bought a CLS, sell it for, I don't know, like 250 mil, make 100 mil profit there. But also, if you need like barrows and stuff, Darak set is only 400 PK points. That's just one kill to get yourself another Darak set. And like Furies are 90, you can get yourself D-boots, some Rocktails, Zami and Cerebrews, and you can pretty much get everything here that you really need for basic PKing. Your Berserker rings, and now the last section I was going to talk about is staking. Now, staking is extremely risky, and there's many things that can go wrong with it. Yeah, let's just hop to the staking world real quick. There are many things that can go wrong with staking. It's very unpredictable, and there's just many people out there that just want to scam while you're staking. So, like, boxing, in my opinion, is complete bull. Because sometimes you will win by a lot and you'll feel great, or it's usually like this. You either lose by a ton, by like 30+, or it's extremely close. That's pretty much, in my opinion, how boxing works. So, there is a challenge you can do, which you can just do with like Darak. Like you can hit like a total of like a 50 or something, and you can unlock your Anger Sword under achievements and just use that for staking because it's extremely fast. And I'm just going to show you guys one quick DDS fight. And now a lot of people are like, attack styles, what one's the best? What one's the best? In my opinion, there's not really a best, because everybody has their own little things that they do. Like, daggers too, it doesn't really matter on what you're doing. Like, any dagger is good. Like, when I used to have a lot of money from that staking video I had up, I switched out my dagger all the time. Like, yeah, I didn't really care. It's like, I never really was into, like, all this stuff. Like, people are like, oh, you need to use block, all your specs. Something I've always done, and that's how I just stake. And get wrecked there by a CLS. That's another thing, like, and then boxing. I already went over that, but it is just slow. And then you have range boxing. There's not a lot of people who do this, but that one's unpredictable, because, like, your Morgan's axes, the only things you should use for that is Morgan's axes and Morgan's javelins. Like, it's unpredictable as hell. Like, you could sit there and hit 240s, and the other guy can just hit, like, two twos. Like, you're never gonna know what you're gonna hit like that. But I'd say staking is probably the most risky, but the most profitable out of all these ways to make money. PKing is semi-risky. It can be very profitable, though, if you high-risk PK. And that's is going to take practice to be able to do, is high-risk PKing, because you not know when to switch everything. And in my experience, I think it's a lot different than actual high-risking on RuneScape. But, so if I was to, like, rate these, staking would probably be the top for money making, but with 100% risk factor in there. PKing would be next, with also 100% risk factor if you're losing your stuff. Merching is almost no risk involved in it, because the only time you can really risk is if you get impatient and you just sell everything for under what you paid, and it's the only thing. And then you got then you have your PVMing, which is 100% profit, no risk involved at all. So, but I just say the income is really low on PVMing. So if I was to give everything out of 10, staking would be 10 out of 10. PKing would be maybe a 6 out of 10, depending on how you want to PK. You got your merching, I'd give a 5. And then you got PVMing. It all depends on your day for that. I usually would rank that like a 2 to 4 out of 10. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And just let me know on what you want to see in my next videos, because I just got Sony Vegas Pro 10 for editing. Still working on fixing it. Or still working on really learning how to do it. So just let me know, give me some feedback on this video, guys. If you want to see more guides, or do you just want to see more like PKing, staking stuff? And yeah, thanks for watching.